Okay, so no one wants to sign a Wonderkid in Football Manager 2022 only to see him spending most of the time on the injury treatment table, right? Here's a list of 11 players that you can buy in Football Manager 2022 that do not have a problem with injuries. Okay, starting off with Trubin in goal. This guy consistently comes quite high on our list of these videos. Incidentally, to do this video, right, I had to test over several different saves these guys because obviously injury proneness as an attribute itself is quite random. So I tested it over 5 saves and all the guys on this video had an injury proneness attribute of 5 or below every single time. So you would rarely see him getting injured, you would think. And if we look at Trubin's injury history here, look, you can see he's had just 1 injury in 10 years. It's 2031 here and he's had just 1 sprained wrist, right? In 10 years, that's insane. Moving on to centre-back then, we've got Eric Garcia, 30 years old here in 2031. You can see he's developed really, really well, actually. Such a good player. History-wise, you can see 7.21 average rating over the years. Spent a bit of time in the Barcelona B team. And looking at his injury history, he's had quite a few, to be fair. He's only got an injury proneness rating here in this save of 5. So this is slightly more than I would have expected to see from him over 10 years. Partnering Garcia at centre-back is Kossounou. He's got the physical side of the game down, right? He's got it down to a T and he's composed, he's got concentration and he's got bravery. The technical side of things, maybe heading at 13, for example, here would be a little bit too small for me, but he's tall, right? And he's got good jumping reach, so it might not be a problem. History-wise, you can see an average rating of 6.98. Isn't quite top tier, and he's missed a few games as well. Let's have a look at his injury history to see if that's affected him. It's quite a small list of injuries. Well, it's very small, actually. He's only actually been out for a matter of weeks here, twice in the 10-year period. It's pretty decent. At right back, we got for Esteves, one of my favourite right backs in the game, period. He's 27 years old here in 2031. He's developed so well. He's played so many games. Look at that. And 7.03 average rating. Let's have a look at his injury list. And I'm expecting it to be small. It's very small, right? Bruised knee, twisted knee, pulled groin. He's only been out for like 2 weeks is the longest he's been out for 10 years. 2 weeks is the longest he's been out for over a 10-year period. That's insane. Left back then we've gone for Jeremie Frimpong, whose name I absolutely adore. He's fast. He's got stamina. He can play on both sides, which is really, really good. On the right back or left back side, that is. That's an attacking full back. Looking at his history here in 2031, we can see 7.09 average rating, which is really, really good. He went to Man City for 51 million in 2026. And if we look at his injury record, again, we've only got about half a page, and he's never been out for more than a week in 10 years time, and that was with a virus, right? So a very, very good player who isn't really going to get injured for you more often than not. Moving on into midfield, we got Samuele Ricci. So good. This player is so good, and you can sign him at the start of the game, and you don't have to be like a top team with loads and loads of money, and he becomes an absolute world-class player. Here, the media description is legendary midfielder. That's how good he is. Looking at his history, 7.37 average rating over the years. He's played a lot of games. Let's see if he's been hampered by injury. No, not really. Oh, he's had 3 major injuries, look. Torn ligaments, a stress fracture, and a calf strain. So he has had a couple of serious ones, but he doesn't get them all the time, right? Samuele Ricci is literally one of my favourite ever players. Partnering Ricci in midfield, we've gone for Moriba. He's so good. So good. Look at all these greens he's got here in this save. He's a 28-year-old Ghanaian. He starts the game off at about 18 years of age, and he's developed here so good. And crucially, with an injury attribute or injury proneness attribute of pretty much always 5 or less, you're going to get yourself value for money with this guy. History-wise, you can see he plays every single game, scores goals and gets assists from central midfield as well. 7.27 average rating. And injury-wise, he hasn't really had loads, but he's had a couple. 3 months out here with a torn calf muscle in 2026. 3 months out here with torn ligaments in 2019. That's before Football Manager even starts, by the way. And then 3 weeks out here with a fractured toe in 2028. Let's check his hidden attribute. Just double check it is below 5 or below, because it definitely should be. Yeah, it's 5. So it's interesting to see that with an injury proneness attribute here of only 5, it's still obviously possible for your players to get injured. Moving into the front 4 then, we got Musiala. Have I spoke about him already in this video? I feel like I have. Probably just because I speak about him so much in general, because he's such a good player, right? He's fast, can dribble, he's got technique, he's got determination, he's got shooting, long shots. He's an elite attacking midfielder here in 2031. He's got a 7.4 average rating over those 10 years for his club. Let's see what his injury history is like. It's really, really good, right? He has had a few weeks out, actually. 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and 3 weeks across the last 2 years here in the theoretical future. But before that, it was just periods of days, right? So he's had a few moderate injuries towards the end of his career, which is unfortunate. But in the main part of his career, like, he didn't get any injuries in 2026 at all. Dominik Szoboszlai, one of my favourite names in Football Manager 2022. And what I love about him is that he can take corners, right? 17 corners here in this save, right? It's so important for me and my teams to have someone who can take these corners. His attributes are insane. His average rating here, 7.44 of the years, is really, really good. Let's look at his injury history to see. Oh, it's quite long, considering he's got an injury proneness attribute of 5 or less. This is slightly longer than I would expect. A major injury here in 2020. That's before the game even starts, mind you. But knee tendonitis in 2024 kept him out for 4 weeks. A 3-week injury here for a torn calf muscle. But apart from that, again, it's only a matter of days at a time. Reinier is playing just in behind our front man. So well-rounded as a footballer. So many good attributes. It's impossible to really pick out one as a standout. He's fairly professional and he's elite attacking midfielder here, according to the media. History-wise, he's got a 7.35 average rating over the years. And he's just an absolute legend in the game for me. Injury-wise, he's had no major injuries ever. Top of the tree is the hero of this year's Football Manager game. It is obviously Lorenzo Lucca. Loved by all for his goal-scoring prowess. He is also very good at not getting injured. History-wise here, you got an average rating of 7.36, scoring 176 goals. And injury-wise, he has never had a major one over the last 10 years in this particular save. Guys, thank you very much for watching. This is your list. If you want to download it, please consider becoming a patron. They get access to every single shortlist that we have ever made via download. Please hit like, please hit subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Watch this video if you're after more Wonderkids, and I'll see you soon.